Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom's back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Now, depending on when you're catching and watching this video, you might be watching in the time frame of American Overdrive or European Grand Tour. As I'm recording this video, I'm sitting in a stage where I'm still in American Overdrive. If I go into filter and I go into collections and tags, you can see that those nice pretty little color photos of all the logos of every update is not shown here. So yeah, that's one of the ways to show you that I'm not in the European Grand Tour yet. Obviously, American Overdrive is also the most recent, and Gaz collection is still there for me and all that kind of stuff. So I'm in the previous update, and the reason for that being is because I am recording in a time where some of you guys might already be in European Grand Tour, and that's because, according to Dimitri, 50% of Android players got the update first, but the other 50% didn't get it yet. They'll be releasing that later. I don't know why they do this slow kind of rollout, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. And then on top of that, iOS, which has a reputation of getting updates after Android or slower than Android, they haven't received any updates yet. So depending on when you're watching it, if you're watching this video like, I don't know, 8 hours after it was published, then maybe you might already, maybe everyone's already in European Grand Tour, maybe the iOS update is out and all that. But anyway, the only reason why I'm recording this video is because initially I wanted to do a first look video. I do that for every single update. A first look to see what is new. That being said, I don't know when the update's going to go live for me. I need to go to sleep soon. It's almost 11 p.m. Actually, I'm recording this strike hit right on 11. The clock struck 11 as I'm recording this. I need to go to bed soon because I need to wake up super early tomorrow. I'm running a 5K, then I need to go to work. So I can't stay awake to find out when the update's coming up. But what I can do is something arguably better. That's a tips and tricks video to prepare you for an incoming update or to prepare you for what to do when you just updated, okay? So for a lot of players, this is like Christmas, right? It's a brand new update. We've got a bunch of new cars coming into the game. Let's see what's new. Let's see what's fun. That's for some players. And then you got players like me where it doesn't really feel like Christmas. This new update feels like D-Day, and I actually don't even want it to come. But I digress. We've already talked about my distaste for Audi in Top Drives. I love Audi in real life. I feel like I always need to say that. I love Audi in real life. The RS2 Avant, one of my favorite estates ever made. That being said, in Top Drives, do not like the brand at all, okay? But this is a tips and tricks video on, I guess, some things that you might not have thought about when you're updating your game, going into a new update, or whether you think you should update already. So the first thing I want to talk about right off the bat, better pack odds. I'm not even joking. This is not some kind of like hack or anything like that. I would never make a video around anything close to that. But strategically, you have better pack odds before you update. Okay, let me explain, okay? So currently we're in American Overdrive, okay? Let's say that you are a German collector and you're looking for a specific German car. So for example, we're gonna use the brand that, you know, Hutch doesn't want to recognize that its existence, Mercedes, right? I love the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Black Series. Now, technically, you have better pack odds in American Overdrive to get this car compared to European Grand Tour. So if you haven't updated, think about that. Are there any German cars that you really want, that already exist? You might want to open the packs now, okay? Now, if you still don't understand, let me explain my point. When a new update comes around, this one being European Grand Tour, it's going to add a lot more German cars into the game. It's going to add a lot more Italian cars into the game. It's going to add a lot more French cars into the game, okay? That increases the amount of German cars, French cars, and Italian cars that you can unpack. So if I go into buy cars and I go to basic packs and scroll all the way down to the premium offers, let's take the Italian premium we'll stick with Mercedes. So let's go to the German premium, for example, right? You have better odds of pulling an SLS Black Series now from a German premium than you will if you update the game. Think about it this way, right? Let's say that in this update, I'll simplify it. Let's say in this update, there are 4 Mercedeses that you can unpack. There are 4 Mercedeses that you can unpack from this pack, okay? And you want one of the 4. So you can say that your odds of getting that Mercedes that you want is currently sitting at 25%. But the update that is coming, or for some of you, you might already have it, right? European Grand Tour. Let's say that, okay, I'm using this as an example, it's not true, but let's say that update brings 6 more Mercs, right? Then they're going to be 10 mercs that you can get from this pack. And if there's only that one car that you want, which is that SLS, now you've gone from a 25 1 in 4 chance of unpacking that car in the previous update to a 10% 1 in 10 chance of getting it in this update. You see what I mean? So let's say that you want an ultra rare, maybe an ultra rare Audi, right, that already exists in the game. I don't know why you would ever want that, but let's say you want one, right? But the new update comes around, brings a bunch more Audis, and makes the pool of cars even more saturated. It'll be the odds of pulling a specific car from a previous update is going to be lower than in the new update, if that makes sense. Okay, I think that Mercedes analogy made a lot of sense. So think about it that way. You technically have better odds whether on getting a car that you want from a German premium, an Italian premium, or a French premium, as long as the car that you want already exists in the previous update or the update that came before European Grand Tour. You get my drift? So that's one thing for you to consider before you update. If there's a car you're chasing for, you technically get better pack odds that way. Same thing for honestly any pack actually. Like even a car, like a vanilla carbon fiber, for example, because this basically encapsulates every single packable car in Top Drives right now. And let's look at the real numbers, right? So you go into filter, you go into all cars, you go into collections and types, and you select non-prize cars. So, and then after that, you want to go ultra rare, epic, legendary. So right now, if you open a vanilla carbon fiber, you can unpack 1,594 unique cars. Let's say that out of that, you want, I don't know, like one car, right? Maybe you want, we'll just stick to the SLS AMG, right? You have a 1 in 1,594 chance. I know it sounds stupid, but when the new update comes around, that number is going to change to like 1,700, right? So technically you do have better pack odds right now of pulling a specific car. So that's one thing to consider. Second thing that I want to move on to is if you are still in the previous update, if you're still in American Overdrive, it's time to pay your respects to the Grande Punto, as well as the Ignis. I've got 5 of these fully upgraded, and soon, very soon, they're all gonna be redundant. That's because if you don't know already, the Grande Punto and the Ignis Super, what makes them great is that they're medium ground clearance, and in European Grand Tour, they will be medium ground clearance no more. Am I surprised? No. With every single Top Drives update, there's always a game changer that gets assassinated. And unfortunately, this time, it's the Suzuki and the Grande Punto's turn. They're both going from medium ground clearance to low ground clearance, and there will be almost no use using the Ignis Super anymore. The entirety of why the Ignis Super is a useful car is because it is the best City Street Small and Medium Ultra Rare in the game, or one of the best City Street Small Medium front wheel drive. Okay, I forgot to say that the first time. Front wheel drive. Okay, it's the best Ultra Rare front wheel drive medium ground clearance car in the game. And unfortunately, that isn't going to be the case anymore when the new update comes around. So this car will literally be useless because this car never stood out because of its handling. 95 for a front wheel drive was never the best. You can get front wheel drive Ultras that get like 102 handling or 97 even. So 95 wasn't that special, but the fact that it was medium made it special. So they're taking that away. So pay your respects to the Ignis, pay your respects to the Punto, and with that, 5 seconds of silence. Okay, so hopefully you did that already. Now the next tips and tricks that I kind of want to give you is, save your cash, okay? Like be smart with how you want to spend your cash. Right now I got 2.5 mil in my garage, and usually when a new update comes around, players, they want to, they want to save cash and then spend all of it on the new packs, on regular ceramic packs, in hopes that they get new cars. Don't do that. I would highly suggest going against that method. I would say maybe spend like 85% instead of 100%. Because remember, when you get those new cars, you're still gonna need cash to fully upgrade, or to at least begin the upgrades on those new cars. So for example, I have 2.5 mil. I'm not gonna spend 2.5 mil all in ceramic packs to look for new cars. I'll probably spend like 2 mil and then spend 500K on the upgrades on the new cars that I'm going to get. So just be smart with your cash. Because you might, if you spend all of your money, you might find yourself in a situation where you have all the new cars. Yeah, you open a couple packs more, but now you're damn broke and you can't upgrade anything. What's the point? You might have the new cars, but you can't use them because you have no cash to upgrade them. Yeah, you can go grind clubs and all that kind of stuff, but I guarantee you, a lot of you guys probably don't play clubs as much as I do, and you probably don't play clubs as much where you can make a lot of money, where you can make significant upgrades on the first day. I'm getting a bunch of new cars from a million openings. So just be smart about your cash. Leave some aside for some upgrades. Moving on, this one, I mean, it's a bit too late to kind of give an advice to you guys about, but you can hoard resources. A small little example is for daily rewards. I've just decided not to get the aluminum right now because when the new update comes around, then I can open the aluminum and there's a small chance that I get an epic, not an epic, sorry, but an uncommon or a rare that's from the new update. So I'm just gonna wait for that. Another one though about the epics, we go into challenge leagues. So currently I've got, one epic pack that I can redeem. I'm not gonna open that now. I'm just gonna wait for the brand new update. Odds of getting a new car is very low, but I want the chances to be in my favor. Another thing that you can hoard besides, cash and gold and fused material like ultra rares and super rares and stuff like that. We now have the triple ceramic thing, right? So I've got 57 out of 7. So some players I've seen of 70, 80, which is basically a mil, like 30 ceramic packs. So that can give you a significant boost as well. Honestly, I genuinely don't. I initially wanted to do a 1 mil opening, a free opening after getting 70 coins. I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. My initial bet with the wide body was that to hit 70 coins before September, which is most likely going to happen. So I'm not going to sell the wide body, but I didn't want to. I also wanted to open it. I don't want to open it anymore. What I want to do now is just continue the hoarding, and basically I just want to wait for an update that I care about. So obviously I don't give a shit about the incoming update. I don't want to spend my tokens on that. But let's say an update in the future, like 4 months from now. I feel like there's one more update this year after this summer one. I feel like there's one at the end of the year maybe. So let's say in the future update, Mercedes comes around the corner. I want to have like over 100 tokens ready to go for that. So that's another one that you can consider. You can hoard your tokens. So I mean, obviously you don't want to. You can either choose to spend it now for a European Grand Tour, or maybe just keep consistently finishing racing objectives and then hoarding those tokens and then spending it for an update down the line. So that's another thing that you can think about. Now here's another tip and trick that I want to give to you guys. This one's actually a tough one because it requires a lot of discipline. I talked about it in a stream that I had recently, a stream that I did yesterday, and that is I'm not telling you that you have to do this, but this is a tip and trick, which is to not unpack those deals. With every single new update, Hut will release deals like American Overdrive. They'll release deals where you get like a 5 times American Overdrive carbon fiber. You get some slots, you get some cash, you get some, just slots and cash and cards, right? And it's a good deal. Don't get me wrong. Those new update packs are good deals because, you are getting usually free slots and free cash, all that kind of stuff. But here's another tip of advice that I can give to you, okay? Try to not open that if you are looking for a Tri-Series prize car. Let me give you an example. When American Overdrive was brand new, I opened the Elite offers, right? They were expensive packs. They were like, 6K gold each or something like that. And yeah, it gave me a head start into the update, as in I got a lot of new cars fast. On top of that, I also got cash. I also got slots, so it helped build my garage, which was also, amazing. But let me tell you right now, okay? I will go into filter, I will go into epic, and I will go into, just from my personal standpoint, American Overdrive all cars and non-prize. When I open those brand new deals at the start of American Overdrive, I'm not sure if you guys remember, I got 7 epics, right? 6 or 7 epics. The 6 and 7 epics were the Chevrolet Blazer, which I have fused away. It has been of no use to me. The Cadillac XT5, 2 Buick Wildcat EVs, 1 Escalade V, and the last one was, the Cadillac CT4 and the Chevrolet Camaro SSX. So those are the epics that I got at the start, right? Here's the thing. The first American Overdrive Tri-Series that occurred after the update was for the Zenvo Aurora Agile or Agile or whatever one you call it. And the requirements for that were Chevy times 5, American Overdrive times 4. And I didn't have a lot of gold to open those packs. Now think about the situation that I was in, because I opened all those American Overdrive offers at the start of the update thinking that it would give me an advantage, but in the end, out of all the 6-7 epics that I got, the Camaro SSX was the only one that actually could help me in that final. And the funny thing is, right, out of all the epics that I got, none of them actually helped me in the final besides the SSX. The CT4 didn't help me. It did not. I never used this car in a tri-series. Even though I have it fully upgraded, it was for that Koenigsegg, right, the Yamera, where, you know, you needed a rear-wheel drive center tire car, but everyone in my top 12 had a Cadillac CT5 ready to go, including myself. So there was literally no point getting the CT4. So the only cars that made a difference was the Chevrolet Camaro SSX, and funnily enough, I like to say funnily enough, but that's not even a word, right? The Buick Wildcat EV. It helped me a little bit. I have one upgraded in it. So if you go into my cars, as you can see, it's still unlocked. I'm not afraid to fuse it away, but it has one upgrade in it. I think I needed it to beat some Ultra Rares in a tri-series. But of course, the Escalade V, right? The Escalade V was super helpful as well. So out of those 7 epics that I unpacked at the start of the update, only 3 of them became useful. And on top of that, the Buick Wildcat only came useful I think a month ago. So 3 months. For 3 months, it just sat in my garage. So from a strategical standpoint, it might not be the best option if you're looking for prize cars to go open those carbon fibers. Let's say that gold is a limited resource for you. You're not a pay to win. You can't open every offer that comes to the game, right? So think about it that way. If you need to spend your gold in certain scenarios, I think you're better off just saving your gold, ignoring the new update offers, and just investing in the pack that is associated with the tri-series that come, okay? We've got some pretty big prize cards coming up. We've got that Rimac E-Runner. We've got that Mazda 767. So if you want those cars in specific, in particular, don't go for the open offers. Don't go for the open European Grand Tour offers. Wait for the more niche ones when those final carbon fibers come out. So that's another one I can give off. And the last thing that I want to give in terms of like a tip or advice to you guys is just to, you know, if you're watching right now, still in the time of American Overdrive, enjoy it. Enjoy the rest of American Overdrive. Enjoy its era. And this is an end of a Top Drives chapter. A new one is coming very soon, and I know everybody wants to go there. Unless you're me, I don't want to go there. I mean, I'm going to update as soon as I can because I want to make content for you guys. But if I wasn't making content, I would stay in American Overdrive for as long as I can because I do not want those stupid Audis. But anyway, enjoy American Overdrive while it lasts. Enjoy that the Punto is still medium in this update. Enjoy that the Ignis is still medium in this update. This isn't Minecraft. You can't just dial it back to whatever update you want to go to and just play in it. You can't. So obviously in the brand new update, RQs are going to change as well. I've already seen it. There are Ultras out there that have super rare RQs. For example, or another example is the XC90, right? That's 65. I think it's 64 in the next update. And I don't think it was a mistake. I feel like this was intentional, but I don't know. Hutch said that it's an issue that they need to address. But yeah, I mean, just like enjoy the previous update while it lasts. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope that you've learned a thing or two, or a tip or trick that might help you in the future, or might help you right now, even. But yeah, hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville Pontiac. Hold tight all night.